Hi everyone, it's Marty, the dog father Richardson here, welcoming you to Dog Bowl 15. This year we're going to have a traumatic brain injury awareness theme, and Matt Martinez is here with me because he is this year's streaming sponsor for our streaming game. So thank you for joining us, Matt.
You're welcome. Thank
And
you.
yeah, Matt's got quite a history with Dog Nation. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, introduced with Dog Nation when I donated a kidney to a friend, and then I was actually a recipient a couple years later.
Yeah, and you've been part of the Survivor game several times as well, right? And
Yep.
and that
Unfortunately, not playing this year.
yeah, well, you never know. We might have a spot, so it's a good change. So the other end of it is this friend is quite a story himself.
Yeah.
And tell us about the person that ended up with your kidney.
Yeah, so Dave Repsher, Flight for Life nurse that crashed with St. Anthony's, I think, in 2017. Due for all the burns on his body, with the antibiotics and everything that took place, it killed his kidneys. So knew him from work at Copper Mountain and figured, what could I do to help to give someone back?
Yeah, that's an incredible donation, and I know Dave very well. So that was I know that completely changed his life. So hats off for you to doing that. But also we're here to talk about MMD, and that is an electric company that you own. So
Correct.
let's tell us a little bit about that.
MMD Electric is a commercial, residential, light industrial company. We have like 5 crew members right now, looking to enlarge later on in time, but projects are $500,000 and less.
Yeah, and you guys stay pretty busy, don't you?
We do.
And so a lot of the people out here, $500,000, we're not going to have a $500,000 thing for your house. Like for me, I'm one of your customers, and a smaller job, but tell us there's no job too small, right?
No job too small, no job really too large. We'll pretty much take it on and take care of it for you and get you guys situated, twist those wire nuts.
Yeah, there you go. So I can speak for Matt here that Cindy and I were really, really happy with the work Matt did. Courteous, he's an expert in the field, and we enjoy his work every day. So thank you for making our house a little bit better. Yeah. So, but anyway, with that, enjoy the rest of the Dog Bowl and go Dogs.
See you after the puck drop.
What do you got there? All the notes.
And good morning from the Edge Ice Arena in Littleton, Colorado. This is Dawg Bowl number 15. I'm Manny Furtado along with Gabe Gauthier here. Gabe, for our first game of the weekend that we get to call here together, it's a reunion of sorts.
It is. It's been 5 years, and it's been a long time coming. But with the progression of the Dawg Bowl, you know, we've progressed our relationship, and it's great to continue to be on the waves for everyone here today. Terrific.
And we're just underway and streaking up ice. In walks Landon Smith, and what a save by Julian Hernandez, who got a paw up there as Landon Smith broke free on the left-hand side for the Mallards. We've got the Mallards in their blue jerseys versus SSIHL, SSSIHL, I guess, or Tag, whatever we're going to call them this year.
Yeah, the SSSIHL sponsored by Tag.
How's that? So we're going to go with that. That's the Obby group. So we are just underway in this contest here as the Mallards and SSIHL. We got to check to see. I think they both lost their first games this yesterday. So we had Denver Concrete and we had the Top Dogs.
Yeah, Denver Concrete again working on their 9th consecutive championship at the Dawg Bowl. Just continues to be a powerhouse every year. But both of these teams, like you said, with one loss each, they got to start playing a little better hockey here.
And so they're both looking for their first win, and the puck is taken away and held up there at center ice, unable to get free, and coming away with it is Bo Courtney. Courtney works his way into the slot, and a backhander as Hernandez read the play and was able to get that pad over to make the save.
Good play by Courtney going through the middle. D were a little slow there, but great opportunity for the Mallards.
Back behind the cage, puck is stolen away again. Courtney's got it, poked off his stick, scooped back up by Obby. That's David Klee. Klee tried to move it into the center, and it's reversed out by Peyton Nelson. Nelson with the puck, sidesteps one, and the puck just drifts out to center.
Yeah, as you're talking about David Klee, they're going to be going to North Dakota, the Fighting Hawks.
And it's kind of funny to call it that still, isn't it?
know.
Don't you have a hard time with that? Isn't that, I mean...
They're the Sioux. They're the Sioux. They've always been the Sioux. They're going to always be the Sioux. So now he's going to be going to the Fighting Hawks. I was able to talk to him down in the dressing room there and, you know, get a little chuckle. But that's a great program. You know, they do have a great program with the Ralph Engelstad Arena and just everything they do for athletics.
Well, one of the top attendants in the whole NCAA, if not the top, huh? And a pretty amazing program. So we're back to the live action is picking up the puck deep in the Mallard zone and coming out down the right-hand side with the head up. That's Armstrong. Armstrong works his way into the Tag zone, and Armstrong's pass through the slot goes unanswered. Puck is tapped back up to the point and pushed back down, back to Armstrong. That's Ethan Beyer, and it looked like Armstrong, but that's Ethan Beyer, number 20 out there.
Merrimack commit, Division I, NCAA, Ethan Beyer.
And Beyer sets up over on that right point, just inside the blue line of Tag. Puck is poked back over to the near side. Off the boards and the breakout feed. On the march, working it in. Again, tipped off. Blake Benson had it taken off his stick. Now working to get back is Jason Obby. Obby, one of the captains, played at Miami of Ohio club team out there. Puck is held on by the Mallards. Mallards move it back over to the far side and trying to come up with that puck. Was that Lamberti, number 20, trying to pick up those numbers? They're not the easiest on the Mallards, are they?
No.
They're that red on blue, so it takes a double take sometimes as the puck is stolen away and rushing up the ice is Evan Payos. Payos with the puck has it poked off his stick. He had a man on the far side, but Payos unable to re-secure it. He's got it again. Payos works into the zone with a right-handed stick, takes it in, spinning away. Puck is taken away by the Mallards, and the Mallards punch it back over to the far side. Scooping the puck in just inside the blue line, poked off the stick, and here we have an odd man rush. As walk it in, bringing the puck back over. Willis has it. Willis gets a little bit tangled up on the near side boards, and the puck is moved back over to Mason Klee. Klee's head up ice as puck Delivered back onto the blade of Rafferty. Rafferty's got it. Rafferty back behind the cage. One hands it. He's got a man up ahead of him. Puck is poked free. Rafferty tries to get it. He has it. Rafferty's got a man in the middle, and the shot just off of his Easton Armstrong will set up in the slot. He fanned on it a bit. Puck is picked back up by Kevin Connors. Connors, who is a multi-MVP player in this tournament.
He certainly is.
He's just, he's such a leader too. That's the difference that he makes on the ice, is he's got that natural leadership.
The presence he brings, not only in the dressing room but on the ice, is MVP quality.
He may not have hands, he may not have speed, but he's got leadership.
That's what usually goes into being like the modern day Reg Dunlop.
He wears that well, doesn't he?
He does wear it very well.
And we're back. Gabe Levine sends it back over. He wins that face-off clean all over to the left-hand side, but that shot off the blade of Jason Hoppe, well wide. And Tag tries to keep it in the zone. That was close. Might have Cody Gallegos. That looked almost like he brought that out, but it keeps it in the zone.
Yeah, number 7 there, Jeremy Rowell, before had a couple good opportunities down low, just couldn't find his actual stick on it. He was giving it to Connors there before the draw. Jeremy Rowell is a former player I used to coach at Metro State University.
And Jeremy's had a long career. You see him on a lot of these rosters here, and
yeah, but usually doesn't do much. That's the thing. You see him on all these rosters, but
he's kind of the Corey Perry of
you go.
Of this tournament
great
here.
Analogy.
You get a good shot there of David Klee. Klee, a little wrister there, but it goes right into the gut of Julian Hernandez. Sammy Bernard, let's talk about Sammy. Sammy's a veteran that's been in these parts. Coached Sammy when he was, I think, 10 years old, might have been 11 years old. Started up in the Highland Hills.
Yeah.
Tyson Davis up there. So
I know there's been a lot of kids. I was on the radio last night with Mason Ripley, and Mason Ripley was a kid when I was here with the Foothills Flyers. But going back to when Dawg Bowl first started, the kids that were fans of this Dawg Bowl are now kids that we're talking about. It's pretty cool.
And there's David Klee, wins one back cleanly to Byer. Byer's been noticeable thus far, but he has it poked off his stick, and a 2-on-2 developing. And there is Jeremy Rowell. Rowell takes it into the zone, slides it back over to the left-hand side, and that shot goes up and over. Whistles all the way back over to Clay. Clay with a little backhand feed, finds the mark, but it's taken off the stick there of Bo Courtney, and back up. Here comes Tag. Tag walking it in with Sullivan. Sullivan delivers it back over to the left-hand side. Blake Benson takes that shot, goes off a stick and into the netting. As we've got a running clock here, Gabe. We've got 14-19 and running. It's 0-0 if you're just joining us. First period. We're only going to play 2 periods here.
Yes, the halves. Playing 2 halves. It's been okay so far, Benny. Not too much excitement. I think it's the teams are trying to feel each other out. Because, again, as you mentioned at the start, both teams have a loss. So they're trying to not take too many chances here, feeling each other out.
And there's Mason Klee with the puck. Mason just finished his first year of pro hockey, so Mason delivers it back up the left-hand side, fed back into the slot, top of the circle. As the Mallards maintain control, they slide it back over to the far side. Rafferty can't gather it in, and Tag has it. Tag moves it up, but to the Mallards line, delivered back. Tag's got it again. Swing pass by Scotty Minor, delivers it back over to the far side, and Trevor Arby reverses. Minor's got it again. A little sauce pass up, threads the needle. Blake Benson working on the edge of the boards. As working in tight was John Sullivan. John Sullivan has the puck stripped off and calling for the puck up ice, walking it in, and a backhander up and over as Noah Prokop called for that puck. You heard his stick slap, and it was delivered right on the blade.
Oh yeah, typical beaver tail, right? Heard the slap going. And great opportunity. He had the chance on the forehand to get it, but he elected to go backhand, tried to go above Hernandez, but just got a little piece of it off the shoulder. So great play offensively, but Hernandez standing tall in front of the net.
I didn't recognize Prokop in the locker room. He's got that mustache, that Anchorman mustache up there. So he was looking pretty good. We're back to live action as the puck is picked up by Rafferty. Headmans the puck, and on the move, working it in is Armstrong. Armstrong takes this shot, it whistles wide, comes up the near side boards, tucked back in by Landon Smith. Landon Smith, who plays a game with the Vail Yeti these days. The Landon Smith, he's a crowd favorite up there, probably I think he's the top scorer for that squad. Vail Yeti, if you've never been up there for a game.
That's part of the Rocky Mountain Hockey League, the Senior A League or something like that?
It is, the Western teams, they play Jackson, they play Steamboat, and they always play an occasional team from the Midwest. A couple of years in a row, we've gotten a chance to broadcast. They've brought in the Chicago Misfits.
Oh, nice.
And so it's always good. Again, picking up that puck. There's Byer. Byer with some speed whistles one, and that one had some mustard on it. Hits hard off the end boards. Puck is re-secured by the Mallards. Mallards looking to control here a little bit as the puck has moved up, and there's Landon Smith. Smith from the blue line. His shot easily defended by Julian Hernandez, battling for it, and the wall battle moves up ice. Puck is taken back out to center, and some good pressure here by the Mallards.
2 good shifts so far, back-to-back consecutively, and it started with the play coming down off that rush, but they're definitely having the momentum swing their way.
And here comes Tags, taking it into the zone, but the backhand feed, and they have a man all alone up ice. Unable to get to him, and Gallegos reads the play, has time defensively to get back over. Sales went over to Evan Payos. Hot pass, tough to pick up, but the puck is stolen by Scotty Minor. Minor, a little backhand feed. Mallards take it out of the zone, and Rafferty calling for it, sitting behind, picks up the puck, and takes it down on the edge of the circle. Rafferty behind the cage. Minor reads it, sends it back up. David Klee's got it. Klee moves it back up to the point. The shot right on target. Hernandez, a thud pad save, and holds on.
Pugnier there with the shot, and that's another thing too in these games. You know, Manny, is there's so much talent. You know, and so if you're going to be taking the shot from out that far on goalies like Hernandez, like he's going to make that save. There's got to be some traffic in front, or at least get the puck moving more towards the crease.
And here comes Peyton Nelson, shakes off the forecheck. Tag re-secures the puck, and Sean Ross has it. Ross waits for bodies to get on side, takes it into the zone, far side, as Ross, a little wraparound as he was looking there. I thought he had Gabe Levin on the doorstep. Levin can't get a stick on it, and Levin pokes it free on the forecheck. Picking the puck back up, Mike Henderson. Henderson, who played at Army. Levin sweeps in, but unable to keep it into the zone, and recoils at center ice. Gabe, another DU product.
Another,
Gabe?
yes.
Another Gabe, another DU.
Yes, and he also he got involved, you know, kind of getting into the broadcasting or in the media part. He had a gabbing with Gabe. You know, I believe he did a podcast there before, but you know, he's a great product too. Another great product at University of Denver.
Gabe does his homework too. He always shows up at least 5 minutes before game time to read the script.
Yes.
He's always good. So Gabe is out there. You get a good look at him as he's circling. He's lurking there. Petrus on the sideboards is hassled, has the puck stolen away, and here comes Tag. Tag takes that shot, and it comes back up on the near side, weaving his way through. Mason Klee takes the zone, works it back over to the near side. Prokop with the shot. Hernandez has been solid. We're down to 8:33. We're scoreless.
Yeah, there's Prokop again, you know, getting in the mix. But again, like you said, Hernandez just standing tall. He's getting shots, right? He's getting shot at, but the quality of them are just not really that challenging right now.
Tabram moves it over to the sideboards, and a little pressure there by the Mallards. They're able to get it out, tipped ahead, and on the move is Blake Benson. Benson's backhander defended again. Ethan Byer with the puck in a defensive play. Moves it back over to the near side, and the puck is picked up and working his way in. We have a Tom May. I didn't think he was there, but there's a 28 out here. And let me know if you think that's him. Benson with the puck all alone. Benson brings it in, and a pad save by Sammy Bernard. Best save of the game thus far as Bernard came over, as Benson was all alone walking into the Mallard zone. And Blake Benson is, he had an open ice in front of him. We've got Derek Armstrong on the bench there for the Mallards.
Yeah. Derek Army was a former player with the Kings, and
Benson wins that back to Gallegos. And if Army sees something, he's going to make an adjustment on that. We'll see. We'll see. The Mallards haven't given up much, but that was one. And here comes the Mallards bringing it in. Easton Armstrong with the puck. A little pass to himself. Picks it back up from the right dot. A shot. And Hernandez is squared up.
Yeah, Easton Armstrong, his dad there, Derek. I had the opportunity to play with him, with LA, and then he coached me when I was with the Cutthroats. And his son plays just like him, very, very offensive-minded, very skilled offensively too. But like you said with Benson, best opportunity so far for Team Tag Hobbies.
And a backhander scores, and then we've got a 1-0 game as Tag brings it in, and scoring that goal is Blake Benson. Benson had that opportunity earlier. This time he doesn't miss with the backhander.
No, there he is again, and he's a product of the Littleton Hawks, Blake Benson, and it's great to see the talent that's coming out of Colorado and going on and continuing to play, because that's where majority of these kids they're from Colorado, right? They're just coming back home for the summer to train and have a little fun at the Dawg Bowl, play against each other. But Blake Benson, he's been all around so far in this first half. It pays off.
And another opportunity as Trevor Arby just misses the side of the cage. And here we have a 2-on-1 breaking in as Landon Smith with Armstrong. Smith takes the shot, and Hernandez with a kick save there moves the puck back out to center. Gabe Levin on the forecheck, forces the long pass and unable to connect. Puck has moved back up and back coming in. Here comes Evan Payos. Payos with some speed drives it to the cage. Gabe Levin is there, and Gabe Levin is pushed out of the way. It's not easy to push Gabe Levin out of the crease.
No, the small guys like us, right? It's tough because we have the low center of gravity, and then we're also just like little pit bulls, little dogs, like Dawg, like the Dawg Bowl, right? Like the mascot. So, which is cool because tomorrow there's going to be an unveiling of a new logo for Dawg Nation.
And walking in is Evan Payos. Payos with the puck, a little backhand feed, and a nice play by Sean Ross right on the doorstep. Ross picked up that puck at the blue line in a quick little backhander right in front of the cage. Almost sprung Mike Henderson.
Yeah, he had a great opportunity there, Henderson in front. He's going to want that back because he was right on the doorstep, and instead of pulling out his 7-iron, he pulled out the old 56, and that thing just went straight up, man.
Levin wins another faceoff. That's about 4 faceoff wins for Levin this far.
Faceoff specialist.
That's right. That's why you got him on the team, isn't it?
100%. That's what Army would always say too. Army would say, "Hey, I made a career out of winning faceoffs."
Well, you also always want to have an attorney on the team as well. So
yeah,
he serves that role as well, so that he can make arguments against the refs here if need be. We're back to live action, and there's a quick shot as Mike Henderson had a rising wrister go up, and Sammy Bernard might have made that save with his face.
It looked like it caught him a little weird, for sure.
And the puck in deep on SSIHL as a quick little turnaround pass deflected up and out, and John Sullivan's got it again. Sullivan moves it back up ice, and the shot whistles wide as Chad Carnahan just misses the mark. Clee's got it again. David Clee works in, but it's poked off his stick. Cody Gallegos with a long stick there, stolen away right in front, and it trickles just wide.
Man, and we got to think also too. Like this is good hockey, but it's also 10 o'clock in the morning. Most of these guys aren't ready to be competing right now.
And not after last night, absolutely not. So Be nice, you know, to have a few more hours for these guys to get. And now they've got a second game here tonight. Most of these guys haven't played 2 games since they were little squirts. And there's a shot, and we're tied up as breaking in and bringing the puck in all alone there. He had a break was Bo Courtney. Courtney came down the right-hand side and take us through this one.
That was a great outlet play from the defenseman to Courtney as he was springing through the middle. And as you can see there on the replay, he has it on his forehand and just beats Hernandez under the glove side. Great play there by the Mallards.
1-1. Bo Courtney makes it and ties this game up at about the 2-minute mark. It's somewhere in there. And again, we've got a running clock here.
No, that was a play. You know what, they were due to make a strong play like that, and they actually just caught Team Tag just on their heels, and they definitely took advantage of it there with Courtney's goal.
Noah Prokop working his way in, has it poked off his stick. Good defensive efforts. We've seen that. It's tough to beat these defensemen one-on-one, and forwards haven't been able to get past them. They've sprung a couple of times, but tough to stick handle past the D-man here.
Certainly is, because if you look down these rosters, like not only this one, almost every defenseman has college or professional experience.
Blake Benson almost got his second goal tally, another backhander. He put that on net, and we're down to the final minute here of this first half. And trucking along, that was Noah Prokop. Now, Prokop's a couple years out of college, but that was a foot race. It was won by Tag and working the puck back into the Mallard zone, holding it up there with a pass over to the far side. Just misses. Scotty Minor was trying to thread that needle, unable to. Long pass on the blade, 3-on-2 developing. Puck moved back over to the far right-hand side. Easton Armstrong has it taken off his stick. He's in front of the cage, fishes it back over to the far side. And out of the corner, there is Landon Smith. Smith, with those good hands, maintains control. The shot just tipped right in front. This puck is picked up by Scott Minor. And Scott Minor thinks about going to the far side. Now heads up ice, and the puck is moved back over to Evan Payos. Payos delivers a pass right into the slot. And here's the shot, and a save made by Bernard as he got the big left paw out there and reads the play and makes the save.
Nifty move by Blake Benson there as he came in. He actually elected to go forehand backhand instead of taking that quick wrister. But again, great first period there. What a crafty play by Blake Benson.
And so after one, it is 1-1. Recapping the scoring, you just mentioned it. Blake Benson scored at the 6-minute mark. And then Bo Courtney makes it 1-1. And so for, as we talked about, both of these teams came up empty yesterday. It was the top dogs taking down SSIHL 4-2. And Denver Concrete, who has traditionally started slow, didn't start slow this year. They beat the Mallards 5-1, including a empty netter in there.
As we talked about, right, the Denver Concrete team looking for their 9th consecutive Dawg Bowl. You mentioned coming out slow, and it brings me back to when I still had the ability to play at this level. Because, you know, Mandy, as we
don't sell yourself short. I've seen you.
But anyway, I want to say it was like Dawg Bowl 9 or Dawg Bowl 10, where the top dogs, we were a heavy favorite that year. And we beat Denver Concrete in the round robin game. And everyone's like, oh, wow, you demolished. We actually destroyed them, I believe. And then it comes back and they beat us in the championship. But they always find a way to win.
They absolutely do. You look at the leadership of that team, the Hankey brothers, right?
Yes.
And they are Michael and Nick, or better known as Nick and not Nick.
Because they look the same.
And they have every year you don't see their roster until you may never see it. Actually, we really don't know who they have out there.
It's kind of like the Little League World Series, and you're getting the teams from like South American teams, right?
That's right. We're checking birth certificates this year, for sure. Absolutely. And Henderson works the puck out for Tag, and Henderson twirls around, looks for the trailer. Tabram's got it. Tabram with us, and a pad save. Sammy Bernard, once again, Sammy's about 6'4", right? And he's got those long pads. Look at that puck. Never got out of the zone. Evan Payos has it again. Slides it back over. Payos calls for it again in the slot. Poked free, and Easton Armstrong taps it back and trails with Rafferty with the puck. Rafferty, right-hand side, rifles one on. Bouncing puck comes back to Payos. Payos, who played his hockey at Valor, won a state championship here.
Under Coach George Gwozdecki.
Absolutely, and he coached you as well. And there's a shot and another save by Hernandez as Peyton Nelson kind of came in all alone. Nelson had a good look at Hernandez.
George Gwozdecki. So, a little trivia, Manny. He is the only person to win a NCAA national championship as a player, as an assistant coach, and as a head coach.
And then he's also won state championships and a national championship with Valor
as a high school coach.
As a high school coach. So I don't know. It's success follows him, and you know the way he coaches. That's no accident.
It is. It's the way he coaches, almost like the Hankey brothers, right?
Almost like Kevin Connors. Okay.
Yes. You know what? There you go.
Because if we're gonna mention
legendary
Gwozdecki, we have to mention Kevin Connors.
The MVP, of course, Kevin Connors. Just because, again, the leadership between him and Gwozdecki is uncanny.
Well, the planning.
It is.
When Connors walks into the locker room and breaks out the trash bag of jerseys, he knows exactly who's playing on which line.
And his roster. He has his roster set, right?
Yeah.
So he's all ready to go.
Well, he's a general manager too. He's had to, Kevin Connors is all about it. There's a quick shot as Petrus got one on, and Hernandez has been solid here. 1-1. Hernandez has come up with some big saves here today.
Certainly has, and like you said, Jordan Petrus there. He's the director for TPH Denver, former pro player as well. But TPH Hockey, great development program. Total Package Hockey is what it stands for, and then they branch all throughout the United States, and it's like a prep school for hockey players.
And Petrus, what a great opportunity. They're teaching kids out here, and those kids are quickly come back, and they end up playing guys like Evan Payos, right?
Yes.
Played his youth hockey here and had a very, very incredible, memorable game up in Fort Collins to win that state championship versus Fort Collins NOCO. And there's Sammy Bernard reeling in the puck there. He's not going to let that puck sit in his crease.
But that's another cool thing to see. Like you said, the national or state championship, NORCO, Fort Collins team for high school playing against Valor, right? Just the growth the state has had with high school.
And some nifty stick work there, Aiden Willis. Well, we talk about some of those players that came from the northern suburbs of Colorado, including someone like Aiden Thompson. We're going to see Aiden Thompson here a little bit later, and someone like Aiden Thompson. You've got Merrick, his brother, but of course you have someone like Jacob Slavin, right? Who came out of Erie, played at CC, and has had a terrific, thus far, 10-year pro career.
Great NHL career. The Slavins. So, it's like if you get the Suitors, you got the Hughes,
the Obbies,
the Hankies,
the Hankey brothers.
Jeez.
Yeah.
If only Kevin Connors had a brother, right? Because then you can expand that greatness.
You could expand it, and I don't know, Kevin, and I don't know, maybe he does have a brother. We don't know. We never check in on that.
You know what? Maybe he just does so much that his brother stays very low key, right?
That's right. So, and working in, we're tied up here, 16:33 to go in this second half. Stealing the puck, Landon Smith tips it. Rafferty's got it, and Rafferty a shot that sails just over Hernandez's head. That was a headhunter. Hernandez kind of moved his head from one side, almost was looking to make a shoulder save.
Yeah, Rafferty picked that up pretty quick, and it was actually a quick transition and got it up high, and Hernandez just got his head out of the way there.
Payos finds Henderson, back to Payos, backhander. Payos can't get much on it with that long stick. Payos toe drags, double teamed, and as the puck's stolen away. Again, over on the far side, it's Rafferty. Rafferty toe drag move, takes it in, and Hernandez got a piece of it. The puck is loose. Rafferty calling for it, but it's knocked away by Trevor Abbey and moved back over to the far side. Scott Miner moves it up the boards, and it's tipped back out to center. Connor Lamberti with the puck back behind Sammy Bernard's cage. Angles one off the mid-ice boards. Stolen away and reversed by Sullivan.
We're going to see these guys start taking some chances here, right? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, there's no ties in the Dawg Bowl.
No, the crowd demands a winner.
Correct.
And trying to make things happen, David Klee moves it back over to the near side. Picked up by Nelson. That shot, Klee's got it again, has it stripped off his stick. And working up ice, here comes Abbey. Abbey shot and a loose puck in the slot, and a good defensive play is getting all the way back was Mason Klee.
Great opportunity there by Trevor Abbey, but again, as we talk about, this is early morning, and you could see that he had the mindset to get the legs going, but the legs actually weren't moving, but he did able to get off a good shot there.
Courtney with a shot and a stick saved by Julian Hernandez. Hernandez again has faced some tough shots, and he's come up big. He's not the tallest goalie.
No,
but he covers that.
You know what? And he's a very good goaltender. He played 3 years pro in Europe, and he's used as the Avalanche emergency goaltender.
And down to the left-hand side, they usually don't disclose that. that they're the emergency backup goaltender. I know that role well.
Yes.
I'm the emergency backup play-by-play guy. So, if there's a chicken bone out there, I'm the first or maybe the third call, but I'm on the list.
I love hockey. I love doing this, right? But you got to admit, when you're talking about, like, what's the easiest job? And the easiest job, Manny, is being bullpen catcher.
Yes, it is.
Right? For like a major league team. All you're doing there is standing there, sitting, catching balls.
Yeah. That's all you're doing.
You have nothing to worry about.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about calling signs. You don't have to worry about throwing the guy out. All you got to do is just catch balls.
No, you're just, you're in that bullpen. There's something nice about it there.
Yeah.
And we've got a tie game with 13:24 to go in this second half. There's a shot as Hernandez. It bounces off the glass, and Hernandez had to be alert. Speaking about that was like catching a fly ball off the end wall.
It was. Pietrus there got a quick wrister off, and Hernandez just got a little piece of it there.
As the puck is moved back over to the near side, Jason Abbey moved it up the wall. It's flied back to the far side. Blake Benson's got it. Benson waits for bodies to get on side. Now he makes his move as he's shadowed by Klee. Benson maintains control, sends it back up, and the puck just drifts off Sean Ross's stick. Benson's going to do it again. Benson loses the puck. Puck is picked up by Prokop. Prokop centering feed, loose puck, diving play, no whistle. Helmet comes off. What do you do? What do you have to do to get a whistle in a charity tournament here?
I guess lose a leg or something.
With the puck is Ross with it. Ross on his backhand puts it into the slot. A shovel shot off the stick of Aiden Willis. That play was saved. Gabe Levine with the puck in the puck. And diving out is Sammy Bernard holding it on.
Game's starting to pick up here. We saw Aiden Willis throw a little body there in the corner.
Yeah.
I think it was player coach Trevor Abbey saying, guys, we got to pick it up here, right? As they're starting to take some chances, they're getting good opportunities, but they're still 1-1 game. And
there was Landon Smith. Smith, maybe a couple of years ago, he would have gotten to that puck. He didn't get there. Here comes Gabe Levine. Gabe, the little backhand feed, and it just comes out of the zone. Nice idea. But Payos with the puck again. Payos with a backhander right in front, and a save made by Sammy Bernard. How did he get over to make that save?
Well, like you mentioned, he's 6'3", 6'5"?
Yeah, I don't know. He grows an inch every time we mention it. I think he's 6'6".
Yeah, but anyway, great save.
Henderson with the puck, drifting into the Mallard zone, and a pass. What a pass by Henderson. Henderson right in front, takes a backhand digger. That goes up and over Bernard as well. Tabram tries to move it in front. Gabe Levin is shot, bouncing puck, and there's a goal, and Henderson's got it. It is 2-1 with 10:52 to go in this second half.
Gabe Levin. And the thing I love is with this goal, right, it was a flop goal. He got the shot off, he fanned on it, and then it gets tipped up, and Bernard just wasn't able to see it as it goes up and over his head, and Gabe Levin gives a little fist pump there in the air, but puts the Abbey group up 2-1.
And they needed it there, as it seemed like the Mallards were pressing a little bit and might get that all-important leading goal, but the Abbey group has it now. Working into the zone, working is Bo Courtney as he's pressured on the boards by Cody Gallegos. Puck stays inside the zone and back up to the point. And a quick shot, Hernandez with a reaction save. Makes it though. Puck is poked free, and calling the puck for the puck up ahead was the Abbey brothers. That was Trevor Abbey up ahead of the plate, number 19. And needing to get on sides, Abbey does. And Tag has to peel away. Working back up, Bo Courtney's got it again, delivers it to Klee. Klee's pass almost deflected in off the boot of Jason Abbey. Abbey was defending. That puck went off his blade and up and over Hernandez's cage. Tag's got it again, and with some nifty stick handling, working out of the zone. It is a 3-on-2. And a backhand feed. Here's the pass right in front. Blake Benson fans on it. Now working back the other way. Noah Prokop takes it into the zone. Prokop's pass just behind, a bit behind Ethan Byer. Byer couldn't handle it. The game's opened wide open now. Rowell's got it. Rowell is challenged behind the cage, gets some support. Puck pokes free. And a backhand feed over to the far side. Klee's got it again. David Klee trying to work off the wall, is able to do so. Moves the puck up ice. Klee, and picked up and taken off a Noah Prokop stick. Prokop having a little trouble with it there. Working back is Lamberti. Lamberti sends it back up ice. As pass right in front. Prokop is scooped up by Julian Hernandez. Held there. 8:23 to go. 2-1. SSIHL Tag, the Abbey group. What do you want to call them? They're here.
Yep. They're here, and another thing too is like with these teams, they've played together in this Dawg Bowl as a team for many years, and so now as we're getting close to this 8-minute mark, you're going to start to see the game pick up. Right? It's 2-1. Now these guys are starting to get their legs underneath them, get the coffee they had starting to kick in, and we're going to see some good hockey here the last 7.5.
Was that coffee?
Yeah, they were drinking something.
And so there's Payos. Payos works it into the zone, and with some nifty mitts, moves the puck over to Tabram. Tabram walks in from the dot. A pillow shot from Tabram.
Yeah. Mr. Tabram, another DU product.
And a Colorado Springs native.
Working for USA Hockey. And I believe he's doing their sponsorships, working with corporate sponsorships with USA Hockey. Always giving back. That's another cool thing.
That's always good. Trying to work free is Payos. Payos prized the puck free and takes a shot, and that one deflects, and that goes well up and over and out of play.
It's always nice too to see this rink, right? The Edge Ice Arena. And it's been some time since we've been here, but every year they always have great hospitality. It's a great facility, a great staff. The ice is always in good shape, to have an event like this. And so shout out to the Edge.
And all alone, Abbey with the puck in tight, trying to jam it in. And finally, Sammy Bernard is able to freeze the puck as Trevor Abbey was right in tight. Get a little bit of help there from a couple of, let's see who else he had in there. That was Carnahan was in tight as well. And John Sullivan. Abbey will take this faceoff. What an opportunity to take a 2-goal lead, but SSIHL unable to do so. Now Cody Gallegos takes it down, but has it stripped off his stick, and the headman pass is back on the blade, working in as Armstrong. Armstrong slides it back over. Puck is picked up, held by Rafferty. Rafferty with a shot and coming out. Loose puck, and Hernandez finally paws it down.
Great opportunity there as Rafferty had it coming in, got the shot, but as we talked about, Hernandez, he's always in position, right? He's staying square, able to make that save. He gave up that rebound, but he was able to just gobble it back up.
And needing a goal with 5:30 to go. You look on the bench, you've got Derek Armstrong. And so, you know, he's got Klee out there right now. Puck has moved back over, right in tight, and what an opportunity. Easton Armstrong was right on the doorstep. That backhander just whistles wide. Armstrong's got it up atop. Armstrong drifting, right hand dot, slides it back to Landon Smith. Smith to Armstrong, poked free. Armstrong again gets some help as he's got Byer down low. Byer feeds it back over to the far side and racing to hold it in. There was Ponier. And the puck right on the dot, right down in low in the paint. And Armstrong takes the shot. That one deflects up and to the far side. Armstrong looking for that goal. Here comes Landon Smith. Landon Smith with the puck as Hernandez slides over. Smith still got it with the shot and a quick little snapshot. That one is deflected and coming away with it. SSIHL with the puck, tries to work it in. Bodies tumble again. No whistle. Tripping over the puck. I don't know, but here comes walking it in is Nelson. Nelson with the puck. 4:19 to go. Klee's got it. Klee tries to work it in tight. And the puck is poked free back over to the far side. Coming up with it is Bo Courtney. Courtney circling. Courtney winds up and he ties the game. Bo Courtney with his second goal of the game. Ties it up at the 4:03 mark.
Wow, what a shot by Courtney as he picks up the puck here off the wall. Does a turn and then just a quick wrister from the top of the circles. Beats Hernandez over that blocker side. But a great individual play by Bo Courtney there, and again, just getting all of that shot on that wrister to tie it up here late in the second half.
And we're back to the live action. Gabe Levin trying to work it in deep, is able to get it in. He's got the puck one more time as he's shadowed. Watch closely. Levin sends it back up to the point, fed back down. Henderson's got it. Henderson shot from a sharp angle. And the puck has moved out. Here come the Mallards working it in. Nelson's got the puck. Nelson has it poked off his stick, but sweeping in. Trying to come up with it there was Bo Courtney again. And working it off the wall. Has it stolen, taken off. Nelson's got it. Nelson's shot, a big long rebound. And Tag's got it, trying to work it in. Henderson hassled, but is able to take it into the Mallard zone. Toe drag shot off a boot and out of play.
Nelly is what they call him. Peyton Nelson, who's a DU commit. Played in Salmon Arm in the BCHL. I also played in the BCHL as well, too, in Chilliwack. And Salmon Arm.
Didn't you lead the league in scoring there? Didn't you have a Hall of Fame career there?
I had a great career there. Yes. So I ranked second or third all time in Chilliwack Chiefs history of scoring, like 249. I don't know why. It's one of those things that just, it's not like I was looking at my stats, you know, it's just one of those things that just sticks in your head. You know what I mean?
Did you get the jersey?
Oh yeah, we got jerseys. But yeah, Chilliwack Chiefs, 3 years there. Salmon Arm came in my second year into the league. And so that was in 2000-2001 season.
Well, the BCHL known for its wide open play. A lot of DU players came out of there. And here's a windup and a shot there as Aiden Willis tried to get all of that one. We're down to 140. We got a tie game, 2-2. Tabram drifting back, leaves it there for Sean Ross. Ross chased back by Patrick Rafferty. Rafferty steals it, but unable to get a pass over to Landon Smith, and Hernandez freezes that puck. And here we're in the final 2 minutes, and so the clock does stop.
That's a good rule, right? Because it does get intense, and going back, Ross don't want to go up the middle, right? Because you can get those turnovers.
Tabor moves it over to Gallegos, and Gallegos up ice. Tip play, and here comes Benson. Benson with the puck, takes a shot, and Bernard makes a routine save.
Coach Army talking to his D there, talking about moving the puck up or even getting the shot on net. You know, he's either giving him some coaching or he's not happy with him right now, but it's another thing. He's got his son there taking the face off.
And Tag wins that face-off, but they're unable to get a shot away, and here comes Army with it. As Easton Armstrong with the puck on the right-hand side flies one back over to the near side, and the angle takes the puck back out to center. Recoiling is Rafferty. Rafferty's now's got time, takes it into the zone, and Rafferty with the puck on his forehand sends it up the gut. Nobody answers, but Sammy Bernard lends the stick. We're down to 46 seconds to go in this second half. Rafferty's got the puck. Drop feed, poked off Landon Smith's stick, and walking away is Henderson. Henderson, the Army alum, flies it back over. Gabe Levin with the puck on the near side. Half boards, moves it back up ice. Miner's got it. The shot again. Henderson a couple of times has taken that shot from virtually no angle. Puck comes up, and Henderson tries to reach for it, unable to come up with it. Mallards have it. Mallards work it out with the backhand over to the far side. Aubie reads the play. Peyo's backhander. Puck is picked back up and controlled by number
MVP.
34, MVP, Kevin Connors. And Connors getting some late ice time here in this contest.
Which usually you'd say, why? Right? You would say, why are you out? But he's the MVP.
Well, you know, when you have Derek Armstrong on the bench coaching, you can afford to have a coach on the ice as well.
Agreed, right?
So it's that steady hand, and, you know, nobody panic. You're at the end of the game. You just want to make sure that you've got, the smartest players on the ice at that given time.
Yes, and it looks like the players were ready for extra play, but the referees say, no way.
Well, I have to tell you, is doing some games with the late great Peter McNabb. Peter McNabb said, he gave me one piece of advice, and he said, always know the rules for overtime. and so I think Peter and I did 7 games. We never knew those rules, so clearly we don't know them either.
No, and no one can also replace, like you said, the late Peter McNabb, just a gentleman of the sport. A gentleman to everyone, and also always gave back. Always did.
He enjoyed this tournament, and of course DU and long career with the Avalanche in the booth. So
for sure.
Final score today is 2-2. The Mallards and SSIHL. We're gonna head down to the locker rooms. And we're gonna try and get an interview with Kevin Connors.
We'll try to get something.
I'm Manny Furtado, Gabe Gauthier, and of course Mike Shaw on camera did a terrific job. So
always shout out to Shaw Productions.
We will be back with our second Platinum game in just a moment. Stay with us.
That's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm Matt Martinez with MMD Electric, official streaming sponsor of Dog Bowl 15.
Always remember to play hard,
Play fair,
and give back.
We'll see you at the next puck drop.